Hello all and welcome to my channel where I'm just this random guy on YouTube with a finance and accounting degree that's just trying to help you build wealth and get better with finances. So in today's video, I'm going to answer the question that most of you have as soon as you get paid. As soon as you get paid, you're excited. On Friday, you got your check, you're feeling good. Then on Sunday, you're broke and you have no idea why. And now you're going through the continuous cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing what in the world is going on and why you're feeling broke every single time, unless it's the time you get paid. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 reasons why you are living paycheck to paycheck and how to fix it. So the first reason why this is happening is because you have an uncontrolled spending habit. This can happen in many ways, but usually it happens because you are impulse spending. You are not budgeting, you have a lack of a budget, and every time something comes up, you're buying it. You're saying, you know what? I deserve these sneakers, or I deserve to eat out, I deserve to do all these things I wanted to do. So you take care of all those impulse things that you want to get done. But at the same time, you're neglecting your bills and the things that are important. Now you handle all your bills after you've done all your impulse spending, and that leaves you with nothing left. Nothing to carry you over if you get paid bi-weekly for the next 2 weeks. And then you're sitting down and you're waiting for that next paycheck to happen. And of course, you're just repeating the cycle. You see, I know you're cringing right now, like, yeah, that's me. You're buying stuff that has nothing to do in order for you to continue living the lifestyle that you're living, with covering all your fixed expenses and all your bills. You're just spending frivolously, not even thinking about the things that you're buying. So guys, what you need to have is just a simple budget. A simple budget. You need to be that strict, but at least knowing the things you need to take care of first before you start doing the impulse spending, okay? You need to take care of all your business, all your bills, all your savings, all your investing, and then you go out and you can splurge. I know it's easier said than done because a lot of people just want to close their eyes and not look, and they want to just spend, but you got to open your eyes, guys, eventually, and see the issue is right in front of you. You can't just hide, okay? This isn't hide and seek. It's right in front of you, guys. You know where it's at. You know where the person is hiding. Pull it out of the hiding spot and confront it. The next reason why you're always broke and living paycheck to paycheck is because you have no savings. Ew. The word savings, to people who love to spend and love to buy, is something they don't want to think about. Saving just seems like you're on timeout and it's in punishment. But it's not, guys. It's not on timeout and it's not a punishment. This allows you to do all the things that you want to do consistently. It's going to be a minor setback, all right? You take 2 steps back to take 3 steps forward. And the steps to take them back is, okay, I can't just go buying all this crazy stuff now. I need to save and build a cushion. Because what happens, guys, is if you don't have a small savings, everything that happens sets you back. It becomes an emergency. Especially if you have a tendency of always spending all your money on non-essentials first, and then an emergency happens. Now you have no money for your groceries, no money to pay your bills, and now you're set behind, and that's gonna destroy you. And it's quite embarrassing when it's only a $50 emergency that sets you behind, especially if you're making $60,000 to $100,000 a year. It's really bad. You do not want to be in that position where $50 sets you back for months. That's why you want to build an emergency fund. It doesn't necessarily need to be 3 to 6 months. It could be something small, $50 here, $100 here. You build it gradually, because usually, guys, the emergencies are really small, whether it's an oil change, you have a nail in your tire, or you have to go to a doctor's, whatever it is. It's usually small little things, but they add up and they can set you back in most cases for years. So please start saving small. Pay yourself first before you start paying for all this other stuff. And when I say pay for yourself first, I don't mean pay for your sneakers and going out shopping and dining. I mean to save for in case there's emergencies. A third reason is you're living way beyond your means, and that's because you have a lack of a budget. You're living way beyond your means and you're just spending. And you're having what they call beer money with a champagne taste. You gotta get to reality, guys. If you keep on living in this fantasy world of where you want to be in the future, but you do not have the funds for it, but you continue using credit card debt to live a life that you want, it's just going to drag you down. The more credit card debt you add, the more it's gonna drag you down. The more borrowing you do, the more it's gonna drag you down, and you're just gonna continue in the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. So what I recommend is, and I know it's hard, guys, is you really need to look yourself in the mirror and recognize that's the lifestyle I want to have that's comfortable. And right now, I'm not there. But everything I'm doing now is to get there, okay? Every struggle and sacrifice I'm doing is to be in that position, all right? You have to be tired of buying all these things, and for the next 3, 4, 5 years, you're paying in interest in a credit card debt to have this one thing that you bought now, right? Let's say it was a vacation. You're paying 5, 6 years for a vacation when really, guys, that should be something you buy in cash and get it out the way and not have to deal with it for the rest of your life. Not only cash, you can put it on a credit card, but pay the balance off in the end of the month. Those are the best vacations, and the best things that you buy is the things you're not dragging along with you for the rest of your life. And what you need to do really is track your expenses. There's so many apps that are out there you can use to track your expenses, or you can just simply look at your bank account and write down your expenses. That way you know, okay, I'm spending too much money on eating out. I'm spending too much money on groceries. I'm spending too much money on clothing. You will know exactly how much money you're spending, and then you could be able to cut back once you start looking at those expenses. But don't ignore it. Really, look at your expenses, have a few drinks, do whatever it takes, but you cannot ignore reality. You have to face it. And the next reason, and I've been alluding to it in a couple of the other things, is a lack of budgeting. Ew, I hate budgeting. It's so restrictive. I can't do what I want. This sucks. But guess what, guys? You are in the position you're in now. You're stressing out tremendously and you're living paycheck to paycheck because you're ignoring a budget. Once again, guys, a budget just gives you the opportunity to do the things that you say you want to do. And if you can't do it, it's letting you know, look, you see this line item in the bottom, the total expenses and income, it's negative. So the things that you want to do, you can't do right now. You got to scratch some stuff off that list in order for you to make things manageable. I don't know about you, but it makes me feel so comfortable knowing that all the things that I'm buying and all the things that I'm doing is not messing up any of my goals, is not putting me behind by any means necessary. And it feels good knowing I'm buying something and there's no consequences from it. That's what a budget is. And to be honest with you, the more of a paycheck to paycheck cycle you're in, it's gonna suck doing a budget. But the more you're getting out of it and the more you get comfortable, after a while, you already know what's due in certain days. You already know how much money you can spend on certain things. Now you have a good understanding. And the budget then, does it become something that restricts you from doing things that you want to do? It becomes something as just, a snapshot of letting you know exactly what's going on in your financial world. And that's why having a budget is so important, because you know what you can say yes to and what you need to say no to. And here by far is the most important reason out of all of them. You have a high fixed expense. Oh, that car that you knew you couldn't afford, but you said to yourself, you know what, I can make it work. You can't really afford it. All those credit card swipes that you've been doing saying, hey, I'm gonna go on vacation, or hey, I'm gonna buy all these clothing or what I'm gonna buy because I could just pay for it in the future. That doesn't work that way. That car insurance that you're extremely paying way too much insurance for because you're overly covered, yeah, you need to reduce that. That cell phone plan that you had that you know is so expensive and you added your iPhone or whatever phone to it and you're paying monthly payments to it because you're saying that's manageable, it's not working. There's so many fixed expenses you added in your life little by little by little that it got to a point, it got closer to your income, and now you are drowning. The good news about it is some of the stuff you can negotiate, you can reduce. I understand rent right now is extremely expensive, but guys, what's better than moving a few miles away from your work, right? And getting an apartment that's more affordable and allowing you to breathe. There's nothing better than allowing you to breathe and feel a lot more comfortable and doing a reset in your financial picture. It's not going to be forever. It's just temporarily, that way you could clean up your mess. Okay, you can negotiate your cell phone. You can negotiate getting a cheaper deal. You could do that the same thing with your auto insurance. There's so many things that you could do to reduce your fixed expenses. It is going to be difficult. It's not as simple as like a gym membership and canceling it. It's not that simple as getting Netflix and canceling it, because a lot of your fixed expenses are necessities in your life. But hey, you're in it now. Okay, there's no reason to cry about it or to complain. It's something you did and it's a lesson you're gonna learn, and you will never, ever, ever do it again, because the feeling of living paycheck to paycheck is by far the worst. So if you're someone that's always waking up and you're saying, why is I get paid on Friday and by Sunday I'm broke? These are all the reasons. It's because you have a high fixed expense, okay? Your expenses are extremely high. You also lack a budget. You're living beyond your means. You have a lack of savings, and you have an uncontrolled spending habit. If you follow my tips on all of these things, slowly, okay guys? You don't need to, because if you're a person who loves to spend, you can't just automatically hit that switch and just say, I'm not gonna spend, I'm not gonna do this. No. Just do it slowly. Start saying no to certain things, okay? The latte thing, guys, find out, get your damn latte. You're gonna need that energy and something to satisfy you. A latte is not what's causing you to become so stressed. I mean, if you have anxiety, you're drinking lattes and coffee, it might induce anxiety, but you know what I mean. It's the fact that you can't say no to yourself. That's the main problem. And if you do all the things that are implemented, it would allow you to say no in a nice, easy, comfortable way where it won't stress you out. So please, no more of this Friday, you're happy, and then Monday, you're broke, and you're going to work to just pay your bills, and that's it. Let's put an end to that. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to do multiple videos about this to keep you motivated to build wealth. That way you become financially free. You do whatever the hell you want. At that point, you might not even need a budget. You can just do whatever it is that you want and enjoy life. Catch you guys in my next video. Peace.